Hello, hello, Lamininers, and welcome again to session 2. We have session 2 of the 90-day roadmap to success. And as promised, we're going to get straight to that today. But before we begin, let's do this. Let's allow for a bit of recall from the last session of the session 1. We're gonna go around the board and let everyone who's present go ahead and speak, say your name, give your why, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about a recap. All right, so who wants to go first?
Mama.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I wasn't here last time. So hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey. So I am Williams. Well, I'm new here, I would say. And I'm very happy to be here. Nice to meet you all.
All right. Okay. So there was a little bit of a bump when you were saying your name. So say your name again and give us your why. Why are you doing this?
Great question. Well,
You said give me your name again.
oh me. Oh, Janat Williams, Janat, Janet, whatever you call it. People usually call me Jana,
Right.
Larry. But well, me personally, I have taken the supplements and I really like it. It gave me lots of energy and mostly I think it's for well, I would love to take it to my family too because of my father. He has, with his conditions and stuff. And that's the second reason. And then third, of course, I would like to make some money. And, like everybody else is trying to do. So I think it's a good product. So that would be great if it, I'm pretty sure it's already in other countries. And with me being here and get to know more about Laminine from you, Larry, I would love to go and take to my country where I'm from, to Asia and stuff, and advertise it more. And yeah, so.
That's good. Yay, Jana.
Yeah. So,
I know this is my clapper to make it sound like we got a whole room full of people.
I know.
I know, that's good, isn't it? All right, so who's next? Who is next?
You're the one that's being that.
Was it really necessary to give the why again? I did the why on last week. So is it necessary to do that
Just
again?
give us your name then.
Lynette Williams.
All right, that'll suffice. Lynette, yay. All right, who's next?
Good afternoon, well, good evening. My name is Cartry, and I am excited about Laminine because of the effects it have had on me. I think it's a wonderful product. I know a lot of people personally that need the product. So I'm excited to share the product with all the people that I just know outright need it. And I'm excited about making money as well. So my why is because of the effects that it happened to me with the products and the opportunity that it brings for me financially. So I'm excited.
Yay, country. All right, and we have Deransla. Are you able to at least, I know you're not on screen, but can you at least speak? Unmute yourself.
Oh yeah, we can see her.
All right, so now we see you.
It says okay, I think I'm here now, I think.
Hi.
Well, I think we see you. You're not a fig Newton of our imagination.
All right, because I'm having a little problem on this end. But anyway, my name is Deransla Richardson. Good evening, everyone. And as I stated the last time, I am the newbie here, but nonetheless, I am looking forward. I'm excited about the opportunity, and so therefore I'm IBO, and what can I say? Just been sharing with everyone about the supplements, and I am again looking forward to the opportunity to share with everyone and me myself use the product and looking forward to the results. So that's about it.
Well, that's good. Drusilla.
Right.
All right. So let's do a quick recap. We are, again, the Lamininers group, and where we're actually mining and prospecting daily with our tools. So speaking of tools, can anyone just share with us some of the tools that we have at our disposal to help build the business, right?
Well, I guess
I
the
know we have
one most important one is to share.
Yeah.
Come on. It's called something else. It's not just called share. The share link, I guess.
It's a share app.
Is that correct, or am
Share
I
app.
incorrect?
No, the share app. That's good.
The share
It
app.
doesn't matter
Okay,
what you
get
call
it together,
it.
Durantula, the share app.
It doesn't matter what you call it
That's
as
the
long as
biggest
you
thing
use
going
it.
right now.
Yeah, it matters not what you call it as long as you use it, right?
Okay, I'll remember that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the share app, right? What else
Yeah.
is available for us to build our businesses?
Well, we got Facebook,
Okay.
social
so
media.
Social media, that's good. All right, and what else?
Friends and family, I guess.
Okay, so you got friends and family, word of mouth. All right. And any more tools that we covered last week that you may remember?
We have our website, right? We have the website with the different videos that we can share and send out to individuals.
Yep. So we got our own group website, which is wealthhealthyouth.com. In addition to the replicated website that comes with the enrollment of you guys as IBOs into Lifearm Global. So we definitely have that. Any more tools that anybody can think of? All right. Well, moving right along. So we got our tools, great recap from last week, guys. We did go over the Facebook group page. We have the Facebook business page, which is public. We also have the website, as you guys mentioned. We have our replicated website, and we have the share app, which is totally awesome. And we have word of mouth. We have friends and family. So, so that's great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go over the different tools real quick, and then we're going to dive right into our 90-day roadmap to success business plan. Okay, so can everybody see my screen? What's up on my screen right now?
Lamininers.
Yeah, so this is the Lamininers group portal, right, on Facebook. And again, this is our private group. And then we also have our public page as well. Last time we were together, we were talking about in session 1 that we were going to expand the wealthhealthyouth.com website to be more inclusive of all you guys as IBOs. So as you have been sending in your pictures, we have been populating this particular website with pictures. So we got pictures here.
Wow.
The team so far, right?
Mhm.
And like I said, we'll continue to build this out as everybody starts to get in their pictures. So, all right. So again, this is wealthhealthyouth.com. website. And again, it's a great tool and resource for us to kind of control the branding, refer people back to it, in addition to our replicated site. All right. So we do have the Share app again. Have anybody been utilizing the Share app and have found any successes so far with it that you care to share? Anyone?
The one that I shared on Facebook with everybody, messengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Response, yes, kind of, response.
Well, I'm not much, but you know,
Let me share it with her.
yeah, I share it with lots of my friends on Messenger, which is Facebook. Yeah, some of them replied me back and were curious about the product, but you know, a lot of people still don't know much about it. But yeah,
Well, that's good. See, the thing is, it's marketing is just all about, repetition. So the more you share, the more they're gonna, question. But the neat thing about it is that you are utilizing the tool in your early stages, and it'll get better. You'll figure out more how to qualify people based on their responses. How did you feel when you saw it report back to you? Like the percentage of the videos watched, or even if they clicked on a link. How did that feel?
well, that felt good, but trust me, they don't watch the video till the end. Lots of them, you know. But then it asks me some questions, just my family side, I guess, the ones that really care. But yeah, I don't know how to. You know, you can tell people like, oh, go watch my video. That's just
Well, again, they watch enough to kind of get the gist of it, and they always have it to go back to and take a look at it. So that's the neat thing about it is they may not, because we're pulled in different directions. So, people may start watching it, then they may stop it, pause it, but they will, typically go back. It's what I've seen with it. But the neat thing is that you know that they're at least serious enough and take you serious enough to entertain going and doing the action that you send out to, whether it's a link or an actual video. So it's good that you're starting with that. And like I said, again, it will continue to grow and get better, but it is an awesome tool that is new. And to me, it's so key and valuable because, again, it makes it pretty much hassle-free when you're sharing it with people. And that's the key thing, is that we're sharing the information with people. We're not forcing it on anybody. We're just simply doing a share. All right, so another thing, again, that we talked about was the fact that we have the PDR, which is the prescriber's digital reference, formerly the physician's desk reference, right? So with the physician's desk reference, it has all the information, or what we call the prescribing information of any type of medication. In this case, like I said, we're actually a medicated supplement. Okay, so we are a supplement, but we're actually in the PDR, the same PDR that physicians and other people can actually prescribe from. So, so that's exciting and should be exciting for you guys, as well. Because again, when people are looking for, credibility with what you're saying, now you can actually send them to the PDR to actually investigate the information, scroll through, see the recommended usage and the information as well. So this is an awesome tool that you definitely want to have at your disposal. We had the 11 perfect points of business that we talked a little bit about last week. Again, this is something that was written from what we call the Dow theory letters. Most businesses try to achieve where we're at today as early as in the 70s because they wanted businesses that would sell the world, had elastic inelastic demand, so on and so forth. Low labor, low overhead. So we are blessed to be in this time and hour to be able to utilize a business model such as Lifefarm Global. All right, so now let's go ahead and dive into our roadmap to success. So getting started on your roadmap to success, and this is our little Lamininers logo. So we're going to advance to the next page. Okay, so, all right, so we got earn as you learn. Again, this is a quick overview of the fact that you're going to be learning the various products that we have. And so as you learn more about the products, whether you're new, whether you've been in IBO for a while, the neat thing about it is we're always coming out with new products. So therefore, there's always going to be a learning curve, right? Nobody starts off knowing everything about everything. And really, you don't have to. It's more predicated on your excitement and, again, your approach to people that you're actually trying to get interested in our products, right? And the opportunity. So you definitely, as we say, you want to know your why in order to grow your why. So you definitely want to write down your why. You want to do more with your why, right? So here's some ideas here about making goals to grow your business. So what is your goal for the next 7 days, 14 days, 21 days? Remember, goal setting is good. We've always been taught to have your short-term goal, your mid-range goal, and then your long-term goal. But the more you put that why before you, then you will definitely keep striving to attain it. Okay. Number 2, the benefits of our rewards program is auto delivery. Auto delivery is, well, before we go to the auto delivery, let's talk about our rewards perks. The rewards perks, again, loyalty has its perks. The more that you buy, the more that you have volume with your products, then you actually get rewards points as a perk, so that again, you can take money off of your different purchases, right? And so, like most programs, they have perks, and that kind of people look forward to that. And I think it's a great ad for Lifefarm Global here. So with our reward points, you can definitely reap the rewards. As you can see, you get 250 points, you get $10 off of your purchases, 500 points, 25, so on and so forth. So you'll be able to read this in its entirety. All right, now auto delivery, as we were talking earlier. Auto delivery is something that you can elect to have. Now, it does increase your points when you actually do auto delivery. Plus, you can kind of set it and forget it. Now, a strategy of utilizing your auto delivery is if you have like a credit card, you definitely want to do auto delivery on your credit card. And then you have the remainder of the month to pay that transaction off, if that makes sense to you. And then as you grow your downline, then you will be able to afford your products, because as you're getting paid, you can actually get, you can purchase your products, through the assets that you're getting, on a weekly basis. All right. But like I said, auto delivery is key, because then you're getting your products on a consistent, time of the month. And then again, it's kind of like you can, set the transaction and forget it. And you don't have to, concern yourself with it as the months go on. Okay. So it's a great option, right? All right, so number 3, you're going to start sharing by making quality connections. Again, we're looking for quality, not quantity. Now, we do have a quantity that we want you to strive for, and that's get your 5, right? You want to get your 5 people and then teach those 5 people, and so on and so forth. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. But you want to make quality connections. You want to talk to everyone. Again, you want to talk to everyone. And let me say this, guys, titles do not matter. Titles do not matter. Don't be afraid to talk to people, because even if a person, say, is a physician, chances are if they don't own their own clinic, they are an employee of a hospital system. Even though they're making 6-figure incomes, they have, a really robust standing in the community. Again, they are human. They need the products as well, and especially more so being on the front lines, especially in healthcare. They need to, have good rest and be able to get maximum efficacy out of the foods that they eat and consume. So don't be afraid to approach anybody, irregardless to their title. And we have what we call the Ford method, which is, family, occupation, recreation, and then dreams. These are the ways that you can actually engage people and talk to them about the product. Everybody has a family, so you can start talking about their family. Everybody has a recreation. Again, you can talk industry in terms of occupation, and how our products can relate to them. And then also their dreams. You want to get people going on their dreams, because people work to achieve their dreams typically. And so if you let them tell you about their dreams, then also you can have accountability with them and kind of remind them in a general manner of their dreams, right? All right, so let's advance to the next slide. Testimonials. Remember, testimonials are always a good way for people to build confidence in the product and then in you as a business owner. So you always want to mix some of your testimonials in with the other marketing materials, especially like on social media. You want to do a right mix for every 3 or 4 social media posts that you do, whether it's a link, whether it's a placard or a graphic, or whether it's a video. You definitely want to then follow it up with at least one testimonial video. So make sure that you're doing some of our testimonial videos, again, right from the share app, okay? All right, so memory jogger exercise. You may not say, well, okay, I don't know a lot of people, but you do. You definitely do. People know on average about 200 to 300 people. And that doesn't mean that you know them on like a personal level, but you know and interact with about that many people, believe it or not, when you factor in, your job, if you have children, daycare, if you go to church, other social events, then the numbers actually grow up. So we actually have a listing here of different, people that you can, pull from. So we got, again, business, your community, friends, family, general, and then we also have work, okay? All right, so we also have a space in place for you to write down the names, the relationship, the phone number, and the email. Now, what's key here is that even though you're writing it down on paper, as we say, the dullest pencil is better than the sharpest mind. So when you write it down, your brain starts to do something special, because it starts to try to find a solution for the problem that you're creating. You're saying, I want this many people. And so your brain recognizes that you've written it down, and it treats it more serious because you've actually written it down, right? So so always remember that, okay? Any comments so far on what we're sharing? Anybody wants to say anything?
Yeah, you was talking about sharing our own testimony, and I know y'all can't see me. I'm sitting in the car. I'm at the hospital with my daughter, so that's why I'm in the car. But anyway, you was talking about sharing our testimonies, and I was on your YouTube channel, and I happened to run across Miss Lynette's testimony, and I think that was an awesome testimony that she has, and that I believe that she should run that testimony every day on her Facebook page. Not only her, but her kids, because that's their mom. They can say, my mom, it helped my mom recover from her cancer as she was going through radiation treatments, and that would, people that's going through that need to know that there are other options that they can have. Because I, know a few people that was so weak they couldn't eat, they couldn't do anything after radiation. And if Laminine helped her, it can help a whole lot of people. So she should share that video daily, her and all her children. I mean, that could be their legacy. Their mom recovered from that, and they can make a lot of people will inquire, especially if they go out and search the different cancer or radiation hashtags and add it to the hashtags you already have. That would help them find other people that would be interested in her and buy from her. I don't have that testimony, so I couldn't tell it like she could. And other people are searching for that. So I think she should use her own video, on her Facebook page daily, her and her children. I mean, and I think people will be looking for them.
Yeah, that's a great point. And again, thank you for sharing that. And that's a great encouragement to Lynette. Lynette, you're still
And her
with us?
daughters.
Yeah, and yeah, and the family members that are IBOs. So definitely. That is a powerful testimonial, and we're going to go over some of the numbers as far as like the industries at the end, and I'll kind of speak to that as well. But yes, when you have a testimony, and even though it may not be our testimony per se, but as a group, we all benefit from each other. And so Lynette does have a powerful testimony, and we know that when a person gets radiation, especially a few years back, it was not as targeted as it is today. And so basically they couldn't target just the area where cancer was found. So therefore it was more of a smattering, and they would definitely hope and pray that your body rebounded and recovered from it. But the neat thing about Laminine, which enables us to be able to talk to cancer patients in that regard, is because we actually put in stem cells. And you think about it, cancer itself is just a rogue cell, and that has multiplied. And when it starts to multiply, it has misinformation, disinformation, so it's not going to function properly. And so when it out multiplies the good cells, that's when we go bad as within our bodies. So with Laminine putting in good healthy stem cells, then it can, as we say, reverse the curse. So it definitely is a great product for that. And again, Lynette talked talked a little bit about that, about it reviving her energy so that she could do her business. Anything else you want to share, Lynette, with that? But thank you again, Cartry, for that pointing up. Go ahead.
I was just going to let you know I'm here. I just took the video down. Excellent point. You know what I'm saying? God has been good to me. I've been cancer free since 2013, with very minimal, I guess you would call it treatment, just radiation. That was enough that I didn't want, but God is good nevertheless. And if I can be used as a vessel for the product, you know what I'm saying? to let others know that, indeed, it has been a help to me, and I'm yet going strong, and, I'm thankful. So thank you, Kadri.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah. So again, like I said, guys, just remember to make contacts, put out, videos, utilize testimonials, whether they're the ones that are on our wealthhealthyouth.com. You just simply click on the video, and then it'll say share. And when you click on the share, it'll ask you if you want to copy the link, to that video. You simply just throw it in there in social media, and voila, the video is there. You add your commentary to it. Again, your hashtags that we already have. And in addition to that, like Carter was recommending, you guys can always search and add additional hashtags to what's there. Again, hashtags shows what posts are trending, and then they help you to trend further, especially if everybody's kind of posting with the same hashtag. It drives up your post to be visible to more people without you having to pay to advertise that particular post. Okay, so great job. All right, so moving right along, there's also what we call a weekly contact tracker. That's actually in your business model. But again, when you write it down, you can always transfer this information to your Share app. And that's what I recommend, is that you write, everything down, within your business plan. A lot of you already have it printed out. You received your printed version. This is the newer updated version that we did email out to you all. So if you want to, again, reprint it, definitely I recommend that you do it, write it down, kind of collect your thoughts and see it that way, and then enter it into your Share app. And the neat thing about the Share app is you can also do reminders to people. So whenever you send them a video or a link, you can always remind yourself to follow it, whether it's 3 days, 7 days, so on and so forth, to help you kind of stay on track with your follow-up. Okay. But remember, again, our monthly goal is to enroll 2 new IBOs plus 5 customers, right? But ultimately, you want to hit your 5. So 2 IBOs a month plus 5 customers. Your weekly goal is to make 50 new contacts every week. All right. But again, have fun engaging. The biggest thing, guys, just have conversation, whether you're in a grocery line, banking line, just converse with people and treat people with respect and dignity, have real meaningful conversations, and you can definitely transfer knowledge one to another and really talk excitedly about this great product and opportunity. All right, so your share tools, again, as Durantula brought up to us in her recap, we have the Share mobile app. All right. Again, sharing just got upgraded. Guys, I have assessed a lot of businesses and, have built, a few businesses, even an award-winning nonprofit business, as you guys know. And this is the most powerful application that I think that I've ever seen in terms of a business model. And that's the Share app, with what all it does with such ease, right? So, I mean, it's almost like having your own personal assistant, your own secretary, with you when you have the Share app. So it's definitely a great tool. I recommend that you download it today. If you haven't already downloaded it, and do more with it. And just, again, you're not going to break it. So just continue to push it and explore it, and share all those wonderful things. If you look at, like, on this page here, there's 2 billion users on Facebook, We have 1 billion users on Instagram, and both of those are actually owned by the same company. Facebook has changed its name recently to Meta, M-E-T-A, Meta. But yes, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp is all under the same umbrella. They did a happy merger around last year. So you got Twitter. Twitter has 262 million users. You have LinkedIn that has 260 million users. Pinterest has 250. And then YouTube has 1.8 billion. So again, guys, you want to increase your numbers, make a post, make a video. These numbers don't lie. And think about this, guys. In business, for every effort that you do, you can count on 10 to 20% response. Out of that 10 to 20% response, you'll have only about 80% of that response working. So let's just use simple math. So if you do we'll say if you contact 20 people, 10% of 20 people is 2, right? Simple math. You want to get 5 people, then you want to go with like maybe contacting 50 people to try to net your 5. And then when you get that 5, then that's going to be those 5 will be 80% of your business. Does that make sense, everyone? So that's what we call the 80-20 rule, right? You're going to get 80% of your business, your energy from the 10 to 20% of the people that you pull from your efforts. Okay. All right. So again, great way to get started, social media. But we're not limited to social media. I realize that some people are not on social media, so you still can share via your phone, email, those traditional, now traditional tools. Okay. All right. So here is where we talk about earnings. Learn and earn. All right. So again, you want to share with 5 people. When you help 5 people get started with 100 CVs, which is your volume, and have them maintain like auto delivery to ensure that they will go ahead and make their monthly purchases, then you can get, like $90 for month 1, $91 roughly for month 1. Now, if you help other people do the same, repeat the performance, as we say, wash, rinse, repeat, then by month 2, it goes from $91 to $243. By month 3, you can be making $2,362. And then by month 4, you can be making $15,103 just by doing the model of getting your 5 active, purchasing, the product, possibly locking them in on auto delivery. Then when you get your 5, you get those 5 to get 5. And as it continues to grow, so does your income, guys. So this is very, 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 very lucrative. It's easy, and it's easy to duplicate these efforts. And again, guys, the goal is, and that's why we call it the 90-day roadmap to success, because within 90 days of you putting forth your efforts, you can be greatly, greatly rewarded, guys. All right. So in just 4 short months, you can be earning over $15,000. And we're talking a month. All right. So let that sink in. All right. Any comments before we move further?
So in order to get to the $15,000 a month, we have to get our 5 people and teach them to do what we did. So all 5 of them get their 5 people, and then so on and so on.
Yes, ma'am. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. And again, when we say get your 5, we're talking about, like, let's say like if you get one person and they have some kind of calamity comes up, Cartry, in their family, and then they say, okay, well, right now it's not a good time for me to bill. Well, you know you're going to get an additional person then. Does that make sense? So,
Right.
so you want 5 people that's actively building.
Yeah. So it
So-
might take you to have 10 in order to have 5 that's active.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. So
Okay.
that's where, as a good business person, you're always making contacts. You're always checking the pulse with people. And that's the neat thing, again, about the Share app, is that as you're looking for lookers, as we say, and you're qualifying your candidates, your people, then you know who's hot, who's not, who's next up on the list. And hopefully, like I said, you'll continue to grow and get, you know, some really good numbers of people, and you'll definitely have your 5. And I promise you, getting your 5 is really easy. Getting your first one is the hardest, but after that, it's very easy.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Okay. All right. So again, your next steps, remember guys, you always want to stay motivated. Keep your why in front of you. When you know your why, you can definitely grow your why, right? So we always say follow-up is the key to fortune. All right. So there's an 80% chance you're walking away from a potential customer. There is no follow-up. All right. So even if a person don't want to do this business as an IBO, which that's what I recommend. Whenever I talk to a person, I come from the perspective of, and I'm genuinely coming from this perspective. I'd rather see you save money than, you know, spend money buying and trying the product for a whole month when you know that it's going to be a good product that, you know, you're having people try and sample. They're going to be excited about it. Somebody's going to ask them about it. Now, if they already have their own website and they've come in as an IBO, then it's easy for them to share, and now they're starting to build. So I really personally try to push for people to sign up immediately as an IBO. And my pitch to them is if you sign up as an IBO, first, if you want to do it with a product, if you want to do it with a product and auto delivery, that's great. But even if you want to start with our $29.95 business starter kit, which in essence just pays for the website and the Share app. One-time fee of $29.95, guys, to enter into a billion-dollar industry is a low point of entry. So if a person does that, then they're testing their product. Our products are still guaranteed, 30 days, money back guarantee, right? They can't lose. It's a win-win situation. And so it's a good way to really build the business. But if they don't want to do the IBO method, then definitely follow up with them. Even as a customer, shoot them, videos about the products. But as you're talking to them, kind of, think in terms of what they're saying to you, because a lot of times people will express their needs. They'll give you their whys and their needs as you're meeting them, as you're, getting to know them. And so based on that, then now you know what products to even offer them or push their way, right? So if a person is kind of into fitness, or they're saying, oh, I got a little bit of a spare tire around here that I'm trying to lose and get rid of, right? Well, you're not gonna, want to talk to them about the immune. You may want to offer them the Extrim or the digestive, or both, right? So, again, this is your business. And when you know your products, then you know how you can kind of pitch and offer that to people. Again, you want to benefit from using the Lifearm Share app. You can send the pre-written messages out. That's great. You don't really have to think about what you're going to say. It's kind of, templated for you, right? You want to set automatic reminders to follow up with people, because again, that is key. People get busy. They may have had all the good intentions of reconnecting back with you, something came up that pulled them away from that. So if you set the reminder, then they will be appreciative of that. All right. We recommend, again, sharing 2 videos. Again, 1 product video and 1 business video. So when I was sending out this past week, when I was sending out videos to all of my customers, I had a gentleman reach back out to me. He was very excited. He asked if he could learn more. And I said, definitely. So my follow-up to the video that was talking about epigenetics, sorry about that. I followed up with the video that talks about our opportunity, right? And so again, that's what we're suggesting, is that you open the door with a product video. If people are interested, then you want to send them the opportunity video and see where that leads, right? And again, that gives them a choice as to how they want to proceed. Okay. All right. So that's actually it for the 90-day roadmap to success. Very, very simple, easy to read, easy to learn and earn, easy to understand. Like I said, it's not a lot, here. Again, you just want to do these simple success steps. You want to talk, you want to try, you want to teach, you want to enroll, and then you want to repeat. Again, you want to talk, you want to get them to try the products, you want to teach them about the products, more products, and then you want to enroll them, and then again, you want to repeat. So it's just simple as that. You have this in your hand, and again, you definitely want to go back through this in detail. But the biggest thing is you want to take action as you're reading this information, guys, and put it into play as you're doing it, so that you're building, you're taking action. And again, your brain starts to think in terms of solution, because you've kind of created a problem for it to solve. So that's a good thing. Now, let me mention a couple of things. I said I wanted to talk to you guys about industry before we go. Our products, as you can see on my little background here on the screen, you see the Laminine, the Omega, Digestive, Immune. We got Refive. We got our Refive, right? So we got Refive. Then we also got Extrim. It's kind of I'm losing it. There we go. We got Extrim. And then we also got Lamiderm, right? So we got extra products that we have that you can talk to people about. Now, each one of those products represent a different industry. All right, so I'm going to talk to you quickly about this. When I was talking to you about the Extrim product, which is right here, right? Extrim, 60 tablets. So you're taking 2 tablets a day. This is an awesome, awesome product. It's our newest product line, Extrim, okay? Extrim is in the weight loss industry. The weight loss industry, I'm gonna hit you guys with this. Now on the video that we shared at the time of its production, it was 66 billion. Guys, in just 1 year, from 2020 to 2021, the weight loss industry is $71 billion. Let me repeat that. The weight loss industry has jumped $5 billion from 2020 of 66 billion to 71 billion in 2021. All right, so that's weight loss. A lot of people are dealing with stomach issues. So digestive health. Digestive health is 71.95 billion industry. Digestive health is a $71.95 billion industry. All right. Immune health, with COVID being, rampant, still being a pandemic that we're still in the midst of, and especially overseas, they're still really getting hit hard. And remember, Jonna was talking earlier about, sending the product home to her country. So they're being hit really hard over there, right? So immune health supplement industry is $16.8 billion industry. $16.8 billion industry alone, just immune. And we have an awesome immune product. All right. Heart health supplement, which we're talking about cardiovascular, heart health. That is going to be a $14 billion industry by 2030. In just 8 short years, it will be up to a $14 billion industry. Now, I've just talked to you about 4 industry areas that we have product-wise. And they're all in the billions, right? So when you add all these billions together, ultimately you're going to get trillions, because there's other industry areas that I didn't even mention. But those are the top ones. Due to COVID, it's immune health and heart health, or cardio, because COVID is affecting a lot of people, with heart rates, affecting their blood pressure, just a lot of things weighing on people's hearts. To be honest with you as well, about how they're going to eat, where they're going to live, those sorts of things. So stress, right? So cardiovascular, or what we call heart health and immune health, are the number 1 and number 2 industries right now in terms of supplement. And like I said, you got 168 billion for the immune, and then like I said, with heart health, it's close to 14 billion now, but it's going to be there by 2030. All right. And then again, digestive, we are what we eat. So that's a 71.95 billion. And then again, weight loss is $71 billion industry. All right. Any comments or concerns?
Larry, which one of the pills helps the heart?
Okay, that's a great question, Cartridge. What helps the heart is the omegas. So that's omega 3 plus, which, it helps with your circulatory system as well as your cardiovascular. And then when you put it in conjunction with Laminine, they make what we call the dynamic duo, and they actually lower cholesterol. We have studies on this, even on the wealthhealthyouth.com website, when we look at resources, and I'll pull that up to show this. But that's an awesome question. Awesome question. If you see here where we go to like resources and study results on the wealthhealthyouth.com website, you can see that we have this, our product brochure for 2021. It's a flip book, but we also have all of our products here with brochures in English, Russian, Spanish, right? So if you scroll on down past that, we also have the PDR excerpt there. We talk a little bit about the power of amino acids to build muscle strength. We talk about the combination of Laminine and immune to create very youthful skin, and it also honestly slows down the aging. This is all proven, guys, right? We're not just making this up. So when you click on these things, they will lead you to study results. Like this right here is a study result of the blood sugar levels. which is your glucose, right? So we talk a little bit about that. We got, studies from the different participants. We also got the cholesterol profiles and blood pressure. Again, a study that was done there, and the results when you combine, again, the omega-3 plus the Laminine. All right. And then you have more studies that you can actually look up when you actually click this link here. All right. And then we also have additional information here that talks about, the dietary supplements, targeted use of it, from the Frost and Sullivan report, right? These are reports that were not written specifically for Lifearm Global, but it talks about, supplements, dietary supplements. Dietary supplements for smart prevention. You see coronary, diabetes, age-related, eye disease, and then osteoporosis. Omega-3, you want to learn more about omega-3 dietary supplements and coronary heart disease. Again, all this information is here, what it's costing the healthcare industry. We have the dietary supplement consumer report. The dietary supplement consumer, it gives a breakdown that 71% are women as opposed to 65% of men, so on and so forth, right? Who takes omega-3s? Who takes omega-3s? 19% of the US adult supplement user takes omega-3 supplements. So that's 19% of the entire supplement population. Almost 20% is taking just the omega-3. So when you have this information, guys, and you educate yourself, now you know how to even use your messaging when it comes to social media, right?
Right.
So you're targeting 24% are your elders, 24% are your baby boomers. 14% of your Gen X, 19% of both male and female users take omega-3 supplements, right? So, and this is from information from the Council for Responsible Nutrition, right?
Right.
All right, so does that answer your question and give you some additional information?
Yep.
All right,
Question.
great. Any other
Question.
additional questions? Yes, ma'am.
Has there been any testimonials on the Extrim, and how new is it?
Okay, so that is a great question from you, Lynette. Yes, there are testimonials actually on the Extrim. Like if I go here, we're looking at my share app. You guys can see that on the screen right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you scroll down, you see there it says testimonials, right? Now on your phone, these are actually scrolling, but I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna go up here to my share, and I'm gonna type in Extrim, right? And so when I type it in, here's your testimonial video already on Extrim right there.
Okay.
So that's your video right there to share. This right here is your weight control brochure. And then again, this is your video that talks about the Extrim shape. Great question. All right, any other questions, comments, concerns?
Yes, I do. I'm moving around a little bit, so that's why I'm not the video thing, because I'm kind of moving around, but I am listening in. I know that it's supplements. I know that we have supplements, but if someone is telling you that they already taken a vitamin, and should we suggest that they take the Laminine and eliminate the vitamins, or should they continue to take their vitamins as well as the Laminines.
Okay, so that's a good question, Durantula. Now this is how I would answer that personally. First and foremost, Laminine, what we have product-wise is a supplement and not a vitamin. So therefore,
Right,
we
that's what I'm
have-
saying, so.
yeah. And so, yes, I would say to them, you know, I know you feel comfortable with taking your vitamin, but your vitamin may not, you know, digest well with you, or what we call, you know, in terms of pharmaceuticals, it's called a dissolution rate, you know, where something dissolves in your system. So I would tell people definitely when you start on your Laminine, and they can always, you know, consult their, you know, primary care physician. But when they're doing, you know, supplements or what we call over the counter, then you can actually supplement their vitamins with our supplement and replace it for sure. Now, when people are on medications, because there is no side effect with Laminine, no side effect, they definitely want to make sure that they tell their primary care physician, because even if there's no side effects with the Laminine supplement or any of the supplements that we carry, they still can, you know, interact with people's medications. So we definitely want to tell them to, you know, let them know, let their primary care physician know that they're starting to take the Laminine supplement. And they can even get a game plan with their primary care physician and say, I eventually want to titrate off of the medication as you see my numbers increase. And that's why it's really good for people to know their numbers, even when they're taking the supplement, so that as they're showing that if they had high blood pressure, for instance, and their blood pressure levels start to go down and normalize, then there's no need. Well, I ain't gonna say there's no need. I'm not gonna make that diagnosis, but they can consult their primary care physician to see if that he or she recommends that they continue on that medication if the problem has been corrected. Does that make sense?
Somewhat.
Yes,
Because
it does, but okay, so in the sense like weaning them off of it, not necessarily taking them off, but weaning them off of it, and as they progress, then they can eventually, according to their physician, be taken off
Yeah, if
of
it's
of their prescription medication.
that's correct. If it's a prescription
Okay.
medication. Now, if it's
Okay.
just vitamins that they're taking, I mean, you know, you don't need a physician's permission to stop a vitamin unless that vitamin was prescribed. Like if it's a B12, that's a vitamin, right? And a lot of women are taking B12 for energy, as well as, like, you know, iron pills, right? So those things, you know, because Laminine has fibroblast growth factor in it that gives you that natural energy and that boost, then you can actually pull away from those other things that's over the counter. But again, you know, we always want to err on the side of caution and say, let your primary care physician know what you're taking. And we're not afraid of that. Why? Because we have our supplement and the key ingredients written about in the PDR. And so the physician can go right there to the PDR and look at the information, what's in it, and then make an educated, you know, diagnosis or prognosis, you know, with their particular patient.
I have a question, and
Uh-huh.
it might sound strange, stupid, whatever. Because this is supposed to be an all natural supplement, why is there a need to consult your physician if it's all natural? I know in some of the ingredients that say eggs or something like that, and I understand that because sometimes people are allergic to certain things. But being an all natural to me, that kind of speaks volumes. And even on the Extrim, it says consult a physician before taking this product if you are pregnant, lactating, taking medication, or if you have any medical condition. So is that the primary reason? I mean, because a person could possibly be allergic to something that's in the supplement?
Yeah,
Or-
I mean, that's the only thing. Again, we're just erring on the side of caution. We're not asking for a permission from a
Mhm.
primary care physician for anybody to take it because it is all natural. But
Okay.
let's say like if a person's on vitamin E. Vitamin E actually is a blood thinner. A lot of people don't know that. Okay.
Mhm.
Vitamin E is a blood thinner. So you can, if you're taking omega-3 plus, it's got the 369 CoQ10 and the
Mhm.
vitamin K2. It's got those elements in it. Who knows? They could, counteract with something that, the doctor may have you prescribed with, especially when you're trying to, like, let's say like if you're trying to lower your blood pressure, or if, you're on, some type of, other type of medication. You just want to err on the side of caution and have them, feel more comfortable about it and say, talk to your primary care physician. Now, most people won't do it. I mean, because it's a supplement. It's not, prescribed, but it takes the onus off of you, because if anything goes awry with anybody, which I can't see it happening, not with our product. Now, we don't know, again, with, the allopathic medicine that typically has side effects that are worse, more, than the original symptoms. I mean, we hear the litany, like if you look at these commercials, just listen to all the side effects that they, say that they have. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to get every one of those side effects. Now, I'm not going to be irresponsible and say something like that, but they do have side effects with those. And so because there are, side effects, you just want to err on the side of caution and say, hey, if you're on prescription medication, just consult your physician about it and let them know that you're taking, our products, and then they can, check it out and see if there's, any, conflicts with what they're taking. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So did I answer your question too?
Yeah, you answered it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Those are some good, y'all are asking some really good questions. Any additional questions? All right. Well, if there's no further questions, then I guess we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting. Again, for those who wanted to be here and couldn't, this particular message will be on YouTube, the same as with session 1. So it's recorded for playback. So I recommend even those who were in attendance to just kind of go back, replay it, take a look at it. And if there's any additional questions, then we can definitely, talk and discuss those items. But you have an awesome product with a low entry point into industry areas that are in the billions of dollars, guys. So you can be proud of the products that you have. A company that stands behind those products have given us all the tools that we need in order to succeed. So you're definitely in a good place. You're in the best place to be a part of the Live Farm global network and family. So this concludes our session 2 and the last session in regards to our 90-day roadmap to success. And again, it is a complete roadmap, and I call it a business plan for you to expand your business and get to $15,000 plus by month 4. Now, if you don't hit it, are you going to quit? No, you're going to keep striving. If you want to do more, you can actually do more. There's nobody stopping you. This is not a job. There's no glass ceiling. So the sky is truly the limit to what you can do. And that's what we like about it. And again, guys, don't be afraid, ladies and gentlemen, don't be afraid to approach anybody, irregardless of title, because no title is bigger than CEO or IBO, because you are your own business owner, right? And as they say, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So on that note, we'll conclude this, and I say be happy, be healthy. And again, thanks for showing up, and we'll talk to each other soon.
All right. Good
All right.
night, everyone.
Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Bye.